Again, so the World War II German Schiessbecher grenade launcher for 30cm gewehrsprengranate bombs, i.e. rifle-fired anti-personnel bombs. The launcher attaches to either the K98, the G98, the STG-44, MP-44 or the FG-42. It was produced from May 1944 and 1,450,000 were made. Basically, it consists of 4 parts. It consists of the transit bag, which has a belt loop on it. This particular one that I'm going to show you was a battlefield relic. It was found in Normandy in 2020. So that's the actual transit bag. And then you would have the spanner for releasing the end of the launcher. You would have the little, almost like a mortar sight. This fits onto the side of the rifle to give you the height. It would have a what they call it, a spirit level in there to give you the kind of height that you needed. But a lot of these weren't fitted. This isn't complete, by the way. A lot of these weren't fitted because the German soldier kind of learned the angles himself without actually fitting this, because it took time and then he had to take it back off again. So that's quite scarce. And it consisted of the actual launcher itself. This spanner would be used down there to undo this bit because it originally came in two. And what it would do, the barrel of the associated gun would slide into there. This would come over, tighten up, and then your 30cm bombs would go down the tube. Blank round, gas would fire it out. The rounds have a Bakelite base, steel body, and they're an impact fuse. They detonate on impact. The Germans cottoned onto the idea that if you didn't have a grenade launcher but had the bombs, theoretically you could throw the bomb like a stick grenade and hope it lands on its end and sets it off. But obviously these things would fall end over end and they would land in all sorts of positions and a lot would never go off. Some German boffins looked at these and went, well, why don't we modify them? So later bombs, this one doesn't have one because it's one that was shot from the grenade launcher, you see. Later bombs were modified, and that's a modified one. Now you can't really tell the difference until you unscrew the bottom. Same impact fuse, but what's in there makes all the difference. And it's worth watching out for at the Militaria fair. Unscrew the Bakelite bottom, and in there you have a little toggle which is actually a pull cord, and there's a cord inside there. This is a modification of the earlier one. Now the soldier can grab that, pull it and arm it like a stick grenade and then throw it. And irrespective of if it lands on the end, it will still go off because pulling that actually activates the bomb. How about that for a bit of clever ingenuity? So these are the 30cm rounds that go into it. As I say, if they were side by side on a table, you wouldn't actually know until you unscrewed the bottom. So yeah, worth watching out for. So anywho, what does it go on to? Well, let me introduce you to this little thing. Ready? STG-44 assault rifle. We shall put that there. Right, now where it goes is this bit. If we open it up, slides into there, you see, that comes over and it just clears the kind of stacking hook cum gas port release nut on the STG-44. That comes over. It won't close up completely because it's a bit relic-y, but yeah, so that's how it fits on the STG-44. Now I can't fit it on my K98 because my K98 is the Portuguese export version, 37 dated, and it's got the hooded foresight on it, so it won't fit on it. So that's how it goes, and it fits very nicely on the said weapon. And these go inside, and a blank round will fire it out. So that is the World War II German Schiessbecher grenade launcher for the 30cm gewehrsprengranate anti-personnel rifle grenade. And this one, being yellow painted, yellow is kind of high explosive. So yeah, quite a nice little thing, and the often discarded rifle level sight thingy for getting the height and the distance correct, and it's spanner. So quite a nice combination. And to get it off, all you do is you unscrew that, put that down, pull it off, and you see how it goes to accept your gun. That just goes up like that. That goes up like that, and this comes across, and you can see how it fits. So yeah, quite a nice thing. And I bought that off at a Militaria fair some years ago. So yeah, so that's my German schiessbecher grenade launcher. Bye for now.